Hey guys, Justine here and welcome back to my channel, and I'm going to show you guys how to use a raised wreath form. I purchased this wreath form from Craft Outlet. As you can see, it compared to like a regular Dollar Tree wreath form, these ones are a little bit higher, so it'll give a more full effect, and they already come with the stems attached to them. This is the sign that we're going to be using. This sign I purchased from Anniewreathsigns on Etsy. I buy a lot of my signs from her, and I just thought this was really cute. And the mesh that we'll be using is also from Craft Outlet. Everything that you see that I'm going to use, I will have in the description below. So we're going to use this mesh, and this is the ribbon that we're going to use. These two are from Craft Outlet, and this one I believe is from Creek Road Designs TX. If not, like I said, everything will be listed in the description below. And so what you're going to need besides the products that I showed you is your own cutting board. I got this one from Amazon. I don't have my Amazon storefront ready yet, but if you look up the mats, you should be the cutting mats, you should be able to find one. Depends on what size you want. They have multiple sizes and colors. And I also have my rotary cutter that I also purchased from Amazon. And when I have my storefront and everything ready, I'll have all that in the link in the bottom. We also have our scissors from MB Crafts by Max, but you can also find them at Deco Exchange. And I'm not sure yet, but we may add a little bit of greenery to this one too. So let's get started. So this type of form has 18 chenille stems on them. So we're going to cut 18 pieces of this mesh at 20 inches, and that should be the exact amount that we need, hopefully. As you can see, this is like poly jute mesh. It's really good material. I was gonna go with regular poly jute, but I saw this and I thought it matched with the colors a lot better. So as I said, we're gonna cut 18. Let's move this sign out the way. So I hope everybody is well. I hope that everybody has a really nice weekend. I'm filming this on May 4th, so if you're a Star Wars fan, May the 4th be with you. Feel free to leave down in the comments if you're a Star Wars fan. I got into Star Wars with my uncle when I was a kid. He grew up with it, so it has a little soft spot. Don't mind that. But for those that may be wondering, I got my start making wreaths about 3.5 years ago. I just wanted something nice for my room, like to change up the scenery a little bit. So I started out with a I don't have a, if I have a picture in my phone, I'll put it here. But just the wooden hoop wreath, and I sent pictures to my friends and they liked it. And then after that, it's just, I got started. And then I think maybe after a year, or maybe a little over a year, I was asked to do a local pop-up for our neighborhood, and I was like, yeah, let's try it. And so I've been doing shows since maybe the last, I'd say 2 years, 2.5. And you know, I'm still learning how to figure out which ones are good for me and which ones are not. But if you guys are interested, I do have a couple of videos on my channel of the last 2 events that I did. And I go into a little bit more insight on setup and how the events went, how I picked them out, things like that. And although this isn't like something full-time, and hopefully it can become something full-time later, but it is fun to just get out there and meet different people that are into the same things that you are into. And it's also nice to be able to find events that fit your craft. So with this mesh, I am going to cut all of it. And like I said earlier, hopefully it should be 18 pieces. Sometimes you might need a little bit more, but we should be good if I'm cutting it correctly at 20 inches. I may need to change out my rotary cutter. This one does come with multiple pieces, so I can always change them out after a while because, you know, they get dull. I've been making a lot of pancake style wreaths lately, and I do have a couple of 4th of July patriotic ones coming out for you guys real soon. And if you guys are new here, let me know where you guys are watching from. I like to see like where is everybody from, who's watching my videos. And you know, if you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comment section below. And we're just about done. Cutting it anyway. And what I normally do with these is I'll start in the middle and work my way around. I'll pull these stems out, make sure they're in the position that I want, and then I'll start adding them. And what I do is, since this is the last piece and the smallest piece, I'll use it first. But we're doing the ruffle or cruffle method, and it might be a little bit too high. But I fold it, I straighten it out, and then I just bring it towards me like this. And this one, I'm just going to put it like this. We're gonna go opposite. And the cool things about these are really good material, so they will not come apart compared to like a regular, say, Dollar Tree chenille skim. So once again, I'll do this, pull it out, and then I just bring it towards me like this, and then we'll start right here. Put it in the middle, tighten it a couple times, and then with this piece we're going to fluff it out kind of like a flower. So we're going to go opposite, so sideways, and then like flower, sideways, flower, sideways, flower, if that makes sense. Let's see, by the time you guys see this video, I will have 20% off in my Etsy store. That is jadiantcreations.etsy.com, and I will have 20% off every item in the store for Mother's Day until the 15th, I believe, or the 13th. I'll have it in the description. See, I'm already flattening it, but that's okay. Either way, it will look nice, I promise you. And if you guys like to, in the comments, let me know what got you guys into crafting or wreath making. I've been doing a lot of pancake style wreaths, so I have a habit right now of wanting to fluff them out. But I will fix that, not a problem. And I really like this mesh. It's really good material. It's very thick and sturdy. And the cool thing with this, it has the stripes, so I know which spot is the middle to help bring it in. Because sometimes, you know, you do it and then it might look a little uneven, which is not a problem. It's an easy fix. And if you guys are interested, I do have social medias where you guys can reach out to me. I have Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And of course, if you want to message me on Etsy, you can. Feel free to do so. I don't mind answering questions. I don't mind helping out. And so we're almost done with this top half. So now we're going to work on the bottom half. So we're just going to continue, and I'll show it again. You'll just take this in, and there are multiple ways to do this. I've seen people use those giant clips and then use the cruffle method to bring it together. And then I see people do it the way that I'm doing it right now. So there's a multitude of ways. And me having a bad wrist, I try to use whatever method I feel is easiest for me. Because some of us are makers and we have some disabilities or little injuries here and there, and you want to create, but you also don't want to overexert yourself and hurt yourself where you can't do what you love to do. I'm gonna maybe try to move it this way so you can have a little bit better view of what I'm doing. This is my first time using this chicken wire type ribbon, so it'll be interesting to see how this looks, but I thought it would look really nice with the chicken theme. And it's a pretty gold that stands out. We're also going to use the red bandana and this jean fabric type ribbon. All three are from Craft Outlet. And I'm just gonna ducktail the end. Sorry if I cut funny, I'm left-handed. Everybody looks, my family looks at me funny when I cut things or eat things. We just do things a little bit different. Let me know if you guys are left-handed. But what I do, and I mentioned in a previous video, is I just use a 12-inch ruler. You can get this at the dollar store. I cut all my ribbon at 12 inches. And I mean, you can use a piece of cardboard. You can cut off a piece of cardboard from a box and do that. They do also have the special ones that have maybe like 12, 13, 14 inch ribbon cutters. I've seen some custom ones on Etsy that are really cute, but I don't feel I need any more than 12 inches. That seems to usually do well for me on any style of wreath that I do. So what I do, and it might be a little off, but I just wrap it around. I'm just gonna move that ribbon there. So I try to line it up as best I can. Smooth it up just a little. And then I just wrap it around. You don't have to cut the end first. Sometimes I cut it last. And all of this is staying in the video. None of us are perfect. No need. So I try my best to make it stay in place. So we're gonna have 12. So that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And sometimes I do take off just a little bit more because I know I'm gonna get the end. And I just take this out, trying to make sure everything's good. And then I take my handy dandy scissors and cut through. Same thing on the other side. And cut. And the cool thing with this one, it's not with all mesh, but it doesn't really matter which side. And I will cut them last, but cut the ducktail the ends last, and we'll do these next ones. I do purchase most of my ribbon from Craft Outlet. That's who I started with. Well, Dollar Tree first. Once I realized that people like ribbon on their wreaths, I started out not using ribbon at all. And then once I was able to afford it, then I started buying a ribbon. And then some of my ribbon is also from, 1, 2, 3, 4, is from Creek Road Designs TX on Etsy. Greg and Michelle, they're great. I also buy a lot of their signs too. Sorry if I'm counting. I'm very anal about it, and I have to count even if I just count it. 6. I'm a Virgo. I have to count. last, we're gonna do this chicken wire. Like I said, it's my first time using this style of ribbon. I never have before, so I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. I don't think I'm gonna ducktail the ends. I think I'm gonna leave them as is. But it's very pretty. It doesn't seem like it sheds much, which is a plus, but we'll see. I'll take like half, try to even it up, because sometimes you'll cut them and it does not look even. Should look like this. And again, make sure it's even. This piece is a little long, but it's okay. And that's one. And again, this one's, the end is technically already cut. Let's do this side first. Try to make sure you get it as even as you can. Alright guys, so we're gonna put the ribbon on here, and I've already put them all together. We're gonna use all three. I usually just do two, but I decided let's be a little different for this video and put all three. I think the colors together are really pretty. So what you do is you just, you can fold them or just find the middle and scrunch it up and then put it on the chenille stem and tie it on. Now I might at the end, we'll see, like kind of fluff them out, kind of make this stand out a little bit. But right now I'm just gonna go around and add all three. Now I did end up off camera just for a quick second, cut the chicken wire one just a little bit to match up with the red bandana, just because I didn't ducktail the end, so it was just a little bit longer. And I like to try to have them be about the same length or slightly different. I like to have my 2-inch or 4-inch ribbon be the longer pieces, or it be the exact same. Now at the end of this, I think I mentioned earlier, I might add a bow, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I think that this wreath is very nice for all year round. It's not one that you have to just keep for spring or summer or fall. And with Mother's Day and Father's Day coming up, these would be really nice gifts. And this will be available in my Etsy store. By the time you see this video, it will already be in there. And with the current 20% off on Etsy right now, I'm not sure what the cost will be just yet. I have to total all of this at the end. But yes, this would be a nice gift for anybody or for yourself. So I love how it's already, how all three pieces really are making it come together. It's making it stand out. Because who doesn't like a little sparkle? Who does not like to add a touch of glam to their life? I am plugging in what I usually say to everybody. That is my motto. Shameless plug. And I'm not done yet, but you can also sometimes just at the end, depending on what you want to do, you can cut these. And here's where the fun mess up is. I'm so used to doing my pancake wreath with 12, and I cut 12, so off camera I will cut 4 more. I haven't done one of these larger ones in a little bit. I've just been really fascinated with the pancake ones, but that's all right. All right, so I'm back. I got all the pieces cut, the last 6 pieces, so we're just gonna quickly add these on. And I do think I will add a little bit of greenery to this one. So I will have to heat up my hot glue pot. You can use a glue gun, but I find for certain projects, especially like this, that the glue pot seems to do a lot better. You won't, hopefully not burn yourself as much. If you all have been personally victimized by the hot glue gun, leave a comment. And I did get my hot glue pot from Amazon. I have also seen it at Michael's. So once I'm done with this, I'll heat it up and I will cut the pieces off, and then we'll add them and the sign as well. And lift this up, and this is what we got so far. Now, like I said, you could stop here and add the sign and it will look just as nice, but we're going to add a little greenery. So once again, this is the Greenery. I think I got this from Greenery Market, but I will let you guys know. And we're just gonna cut, I believe it's 6-7 pieces. But while the hot glue gets hot, it's the Sure Bonder hot glue pot. But first, we're going to add the sign. I think we're going to go ahead and put it in the middle. I don't think I necessarily need a bow for this particular one. I think it looks nice without it. So let me move this out the way. And this is the best part, putting the sign on. It might take a minute. Trying to stick it through. And you can, I usually just poke holes on the top and bottom, but you can do all 4 sides if you want. All right, you guys, so I took out my wreath stand. I don't remember who I purchased it from, but it is on Etsy. If you look up wreath stands, it should be one of the first ones to come up. I did go ahead and kind of move the ribbon around a little bit to give it a little bit more dimension. And like I said, as it is right now, it looks fabulous. It looks great. I love it. But I think I'm going to probably add a bit of greenery. And I can't see it from right here. Maybe if I pull this back just a little bit, that should work. Really probably in between, maybe something like that, like around. So right now I'm just going to kind of place them around and just kind of see. Let me see, how many pieces did I cut? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know if we'll use all 9 or all 8, all 9. But right now I'm just like, I like to kind of stick them through. I might trim it a little bit more because I wasn't sure how long I wanted these pieces to be. Just trim them, a few of them a little bit. And what I do is I try to, when I do add the glue, I try to put them in between the mesh. Sorry if I'm blocking. And I'm gonna try to make sure I get this even. And I'm going to go ahead and stand. I don't think I need the chair right now. But let's see. Middle. And when you add the glue, you're gonna want to try to have it attached to the mesh. Or sometimes you can stick it through. Again, my apologies if I'm blocking. And these just a little bit. I think this actually probably will end up using all 3. Well, I mean all 9. Actually, no, 8, sorry. I forgot that one was down here. And I think that would be nice. The greenery definitely makes it pop. So let's go ahead and add the glue. Be careful with your glue pot. And again, once again, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below. But make sure you shake it. I think I might cut this just a little bit. Then make sure everything is sticking, everything is together. Especially if you're doing those really nice showstopper type of wreaths. And yeah, so let's shake this. Let me turn this pot off real quick. I will add the hanger in a little bit. Doesn't have it on right now. But we'll shake it, test it, see how full that looks. So this is the final product. If you like today's tutorial, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you also follow me on all social media platforms and check out my Etsy where everything is 20% off until after Mother's Day. Thanks for watching.